are so excited and want to celebrate his writing of this wonderful book. You're going to enjoy it so much because when you open it and start to read, you immediately start to remember many of the different, because their contributions locally and statewide span a long time period. So long ago or even more recently, you're going to read about events that you're going to recognize and remember hearing about or being there. And you're going to read about people that you know that were there. And so I just know that you're going to enjoy this for a long time. And I'm so proud to honor them because, you know, they're really Jackson County's own. And we're so proud of what they did for this part of the state and then for the state overall as a whole. You know that when he was lieutenant governor, he brought a new kind of being lieutenant governor to the state because of all of his work in commerce, traveling. They went to 20 different countries and bought a lot of business to the state of Florida. He really had a heart for our economy and worked on that. We're also especially proud because his wife, Margie, was from Graceville, and I knew her for most of my life. She and my mother started first grade together over at Graceville, so I know just how old she is. She's 96 because that's how old my mother just turned, and we still have her with us. And when I came to Chipola, Margie Mixon was teaching here. She was on our English faculty, and so she taught me 2 semesters of American Lit. And it made me believe that English teachers just had more fun than anybody else in the world. And they were just the smartest people ever. And helped me decide with her encouragement and also another teacher who was here then at that time, Katie Mayfield, but I just had to be an English teacher. I just had no choice. And so I enjoyed that for many years. But as the years went on, one thing that I respected so much about Margie was that she always contributed and supported the American Cancer Society. Because while I was here, she had a double mastectomy. She had cancer, and back then, that was really did not have a good prognosis. It was a very scary thing, and there were not a lot of treatments and all that were available. But she was so courageous. I remember she missed class. She never said why. She just said, "I've got a treat for you students. Somebody else is going to be here next week, and you're just going to love what you're going to be doing with that person." And then she came back a couple of weeks later and she said, "I've heard wonderful things about you and how you've enjoyed this class." And she went right on teaching and never said another word about being out. And I just thought, oh, that is just the most courageous person. But that's the way she was, just so positive. And so for years after that, when anybody was diagnosed that she knew about, she would go and pay it forward. She would go and visit them in the hospital and talk about the wonderful opportunities that still existed and all the contributions they can continue to make. So she was a wonderful role model. So I know her family is still in the area, and we just want to thank you and recognize you for being here today, Virgil. And who else was here?
Mary Grace.
Mary Grace. Okay.
Bobby.
Bobby, so good to see you. And so we just thank the family for sharing your memorabilia with us. I heard that we have number 2 through 52 albums. I guess the family has the first one. But we have all those albums and all the memorabilia, and we are so pleased. I know over the years, not just today, but in the future, people are going to come in and want to browse and want to see it. This word will spread and people will enjoy coming in and browsing through the albums and looking at the memorabilia. So thank you so much.
And it really has been fun to look through these. You might even find a picture of yourself in there somewhere. So
There's a lot of Jackson County history.
Absolutely, it is. There is Jackson County history included in these. And as Mr. Riley told me, so much of information from his book came from looking through these albums. So it really, really, truly is interesting, and we appreciate the family donating this to our library for our community to be able to share and see.
again so much to Sid and Judy, and thank you family, Mixon family, and thank you for coming today, and enjoy.